France, 1789. A country on the brink of chaos. While the nobles enjoy lavish lives at Versailles, the common people are starving. This is the French Revolution, a period of immense social and political upheaval that would reshape France and change the course of history forever. France in the late 18th century was facing a crisis. The country was deeply in debt after years of expensive wars, including support for the American Revolution, and King Louis XVI's government was struggling to keep up. Meanwhile, a rigid class structure divided society into three estates. The first estate, the clergy, who paid little to no taxes. The second estate, the nobility, who also enjoyed tax exemptions. And the third estate, everyone else, peasants, workers, and the emerging middle class, known as the bourgeoisie. They made up about 98% of the population, but bore nearly all the tax burden. This unfair structure, combined with widespread poverty and high food prices due to poor harvests, created a perfect storm. People were fed up and demanded change. In May 1789, King Louis XVI called the Estates General, an assembly representing the three estates, hoping to resolve France's financial issues. But the Third Estate wanted real political power, not just minor reforms. When the king refused, they broke away, declaring themselves the National Assembly, a new governing body that would represent the people. Soon after, on June 20th, 1789, they swore the famous tennis court oath, vowing not to disband until they had drafted a new constitution for France. This moment marked the beginning of the people's resistance against absolute monarchy. The tension reached a boiling point on July 14th, 1789. In Paris, a crowd stormed the Bastille, a prison that symbolized the king's absolute power. This event became a powerful symbol of revolution and the people's fight for freedom. With the fall of the Bastille, uprisings spread across France. Peasants revolted, nobles fled, and the National Assembly began to make significant changes. In August 1789, the National Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. Inspired by Enlightenment ideas, this document declared that all men are born free and equal in rights. It guaranteed liberty, property, security, and resistance to oppression. This was revolutionary, a clear break from the feudal privileges and absolute rule of the monarchy. With the revolution underway, King Louis XVI and his family tried to flee in 1791, but were caught, which shattered trust in the monarchy. In 1792, France became a republic, and in 1793, Louis XVI was executed by guillotine, followed soon by Queen Marie Antoinette. The revolution had taken a radical turn, but things didn't get easier. The revolution entered its most violent phase, known as the Reign of Terror. Led by Maximilien Robespierre and the Committee of Public Safety, this period saw thousands executed, including revolutionaries who were deemed not radical enough. The guillotine became a common sight, as fear and suspicion gripped France. By 1794, the Reign of Terror ended with Robespierre's own execution, signaling the revolution's most extreme phase was over. In 1799, after a decade of upheaval, the French Revolution effectively ended when Napoleon Bonaparte rose to power. He established himself as first consul and, later, emperor, marking a shift from revolutionary ideals to a more authoritarian regime. However, Napoleon's rule spread many revolutionary principles across Europe: liberty, equality, and the idea that governments should be accountable to the people. The French Revolution forever changed the world. It inspired movements for democracy and equality across Europe and the Americas, and it proved that people could rise up and demand their rights. It also left a lasting impact on France, where the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity remain core values to this day. The French Revolution showed us the power of the people. It wasn't perfect, there was incredible violence, and not everyone's dreams were realized. But it left behind a powerful legacy that still inspires the world today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share for more deep dives into world history.